Is the quality of your sex life actually a reflection of your overall life? Could healing from past traumas be the key to unlocking not just deeper intimacy, but also greater wealth? Let's explore the profound connections between intimacy, sexuality, and personal growth. Intimacy, often misunderstood, is far more than just a physical act. I define it as the depth of your experience of life. It's about truly feeling alive and present in every moment. However, we often live in our heads and not in our bodies. We hide behind many things, mostly things that are considered important in today's world: success, money, and power. When you're constantly in control, always managing situations, you're only experiencing a fraction of yourself. It's like living in a vast mansion but only using one room. This creates a natural desire to explore the opposite, the aspects of ourselves we don't typically engage with. Many people think that sexuality is bad and that a CEO or a manager has to stay professional and never combine business and sexuality. I would say that they're missing out on a lot, because the more you are, the more successful you'll be. Consider the high-powered CEO who seeks out a dominatrix. While seemingly unconventional, it's often a way of balancing the power dynamics of their daily life, a means of coping with the constant pressure and control they exert. Rather than shaming these desires, we should embrace curiosity, question why certain things turn us on, or why we resist others. This exploration can reveal fascinating insights into ourselves, our past, and our deepest needs. For example, money and sex are two topics that can easily bring up a lot of emotion and trigger people, and for good reason. Money is a very important key element of feeling safe, while good sex can make you feel happy. I agree that anything that triggers a strong reaction warrants closer examination. Intense reactions often indicate underlying issues we may be unaware of, or aspects of ourselves we're actively avoiding. So, how do you achieve a healthy balance in expressing your sexuality? It truly depends on your individual goals and priorities. It's okay for some to prioritize work over intimacy, while others may value relationships above all else. It's essential to design your intimate life in a way that complements and balances your work life. I recommend you pause and think about how it is you would feel happy and satisfied. This will bring you forward in life and help you discover yourself. However, if you consistently neglect your intimate and sexual life for several years, it's wise to pause and examine why. Are you running away from something? After all, sexual health is very important, as the lack of it can negatively impact a person. Remember, there are nuances in life, and there isn't a universal equation for everyone. These are mere tendencies, and it's up to you to discern what resonates most. There are two primary ways intimacy and wealth are intertwined. First, delving deeply into either topic will reveal the same core wounds and negative beliefs that hold us back. Typically, the very things that hinder our sexual expression also prevent us from achieving greater financial success. It all starts in the mind and the way you perceive yourself. Think of sex as the act of truly feeling alive, of experiencing the power of creation. Money, in our modern world, offers similar opportunities to experience life to the fullest. Therefore, if we hide from life in any way, we limit our capacity for pleasure, love, and abundance. There is a similar pattern that impacts these two areas of life, but there are nuances. Some people might go really deeply into sexuality, compensating for not looking into their money issues. Others might do the contrary, so they don't have to look into their sexual blockages. However, you can actually combine the two and use your sexuality to expand your wealth, and your wealth to expand your sexuality. This is when you connect to the fact that both are expressions of being alive. Why are people hesitant to openly discuss intimacy? Because in large part, we simply don't. Like any challenge or insecurity, openness brings lightness, dispelling the heaviness and charge surrounding the topic. I remember needing to do a lot of work on my money mindset because my father had gone bankrupt when I was a child. This also impacted my sexuality and the trust I gave to men, so it was important to heal it. Therefore, speak more openly about sex. Strive for a place of neutrality, where discussing it feels as commonplace as discussing the weather. It simply requires practice. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, speak with friends or partners, read books, seek out opportunities to soften into the topic. consider hiring a coach to facilitate open dialogue about your intimate life. In healing and improving intimacy, people go through specific phases. My definition of healing means identifying and removing internal and external resistance while amplifying what propels us forward. Sometimes all you need is to add fuel to the fire to move with greater confidence and energy. In other instances, you must stop, identify what's holding you back, and remove it. Imagine your own house. Sometimes you only need to do general cleaning, but other times you have to go really deep. However, at some point, you gotta stop so you don't get stuck in the process. It is important to find a balance between going forward and staying where you are and reflecting. You could say that it's not a linear process, but more of a matrix. I've always said that you are never not healed and that you are never healed. Healing is not a destination, but a scale. You can always do more. So, what is the session with an intimacy coach like? Well, it always starts with a discovery call, where the customer and the professional get to know each other. If you don't feel good with the coach, it's better to not go forward. After all, this is going to be a very intimate job, so it's important that you feel heard and safe. Most of the people also use online methods, as intimacy coaches are not very easy to find. Also, there are many profound transformations that one can have through online methods. Coaches usually set the container and tell the customers how to look at comfort, safety, and boundaries. After that, the customer usually goes into their childhood to understand their past. Your past impacts you, and especially impacts your relationship with your parents and other genders. All of these things play a huge part in who you are today. There are many things that impact people, so the coaches always design a plan based on the needs of the customer. It all varies, and a coach needs to be understanding. Ultimately, cultivating deeper intimacy and understanding your sexuality isn't about following a rigid formula. It's about embarking on a journey of self-discovery, embracing curiosity, and finding the unique balance that allows you to truly thrive in all aspects of your life. By confronting our wounds, challenging our beliefs, and embracing our desires, we unlock a richer, more fulfilling existence, both within ourselves and in our relationships.